This is Mike Sullivan. Today I'm going to be talking to you about what do you do if you have years of unfiled tax returns. First of all, I am a former IRS agent teaching instructor with the service. I have worked thousands of cases. I am a national expert in IRS resolution matters, and I do welcome you to my YouTube channel. What I try to do is show you the view from the inside out. I show you from the view from the IRS looking to the taxpayer. Most people who put these out there are saying what their experiences shows from the outside in dealing with IRS. A lot of times you get a unique perspective on how IRS. You're going to find a very unique perspective today, actually, the truthful perspective about if you have years of multiple returns not filed. First of all, you really don't need to be worried about that. IRS has an IRS policy statement. You can look it up yourself. The IRS has bunches of policies. They're not law, but they're policies. In other words, a policy is what do you do if you're in this situation? So IRS has a policy statement 5-133. Policy statement 5-133. What that policy says, if you haven't filed in a long, long time, guess what? You just have to file how many back returns do you think? 3, 5, 10, all of them? Actually, they say 6 years. 6 years is the cutoff line, and they say that's all that we need to file 6 years. Yep. Pretty much, if you haven't filed multiple years, you've got away with all those years. Look up the policy statement yourself, 5-133. Just Google IRS policy statement 5-133. So what do you do now that you're in this situation? So best off talk to a professional or just file the 6 years yourself. But there's some catches that you have to know about. So my perspective from the IRS, believe it or not, that people won't tell you is IRS just wants you back in the system. They just want to make sure that you just are you live a voluntary compliance life as far as taxes. So if this was me and I had these years of non-filed returns, I would find out if I'm going to owe money, how IRS is going to deal with me. So you got to figure that out as you're filing your returns, because after you file your returns and you owe money, especially if you're self-employed or under withheld, you're going to get a CP 501 notice, a CP 503, CP 504, and then you're going to get a 1058 in which they're going to make a demand that you give them the money you owe. Well, there's usually three exit strategies you have if you owe back taxes. And here's the three exit strategies. IRS will look at a current financial statement and put you into currently non-collectible. It's number one. Number two, they'll ask you for a payment agreement. Number three, you may be eligible for an offer in compromise. So how does all that work? IRS has you fill out a financial statement. If it's up at the service center, a 433F. If it's in a local office, a 433A. Chances are your first contact's always going to be the service center. You have to understand how IRS is going to value that financial statement. So you need to know that IRS has what's called a National Standard Expense Program. That is, depending on where you live, IRS has already predetermined how much you can live on in the area of housing and utilities, car payment, food and clothing, and vehicle operation costs. So let's say I'm in Broward County in Fort Lauderdale. For a family, if you're one person, they allow you for housing and utilities $1,800. You should look up the IRS national standards for housing and utilities in the county you live in. You will click on the state and scroll down to the county, and it'll tell you how much you're going to allow. What's really important about that is this. If IRS says you can only live on $5,000 a month and you're living on $6,000 a month, you have $1,000 left over. So there's some things that you can do if you talk to an expert. They may be able to help you. But the whole bottom line is to figure out how the case is going to end as you inboard your client. So anyway, two really big important tips is make sure that all your tax returns are filed timely and make sure you stay current. A lot of times people haven't filed because the snowball rolls and goes and goes, and there's got to be a day you got to be current. So start making your estimated tax payments timely. I suggest monthly. and make sure you have enough withholding. Anyway, if this information was helpful, which I'm sure it was, I really need subscriptions. It helps YouTube know that you value what I'm telling you or like it. Subscriptions are really big to me. It helps me a lot, actually. And if you could, leave a comment. And if you want to know something with inside of what we're talking about, say, hey, Michael, answer this. Or, hey, can you answer this? My YouTubes come from the questions that you all ask me. So thank you very much. Like I said, I appreciate a subscription. Any way I can help you, let me know. Thank you.